Okay, what's up everyone? How are you doing? So, it will be a short update today. And the reason is that today we are moving a lot of the big stuff out of our house. I've been working in the house the whole morning. Just wanted to go live shortly. I promised at least a morning update. It's the end of the morning here in the Netherlands. It's almost noon. But yeah, I'll be out and about the whole day. So this is going to be probably the only piece of content today. Now the altcoin stream will be moved to Tuesday, most likely. That's currently the plan. On Tuesday, I have some more time in the afternoon as well. And then on Monday, it's just the way it is with Bitcoin. So we focus on Bitcoin. And on Tuesday, I have more time in the afternoon to then do a longer altcoin stream. So that is that. So let's have a look at the chart. Welcome, Kevin, Hike, Salman, JP. JP, GP, of course. JP, I mean, that's very Dutch. GP, Barbie, Pierre, welcome. Good to have you here. Good to have you here. It's been a busy weekend. I'll reply to you still. Kiwi, welcome. Good to have you here as well. Tuesday, the ETH ETF should be launched. Oh, that's going to be an interesting live stream indeed. Well, it could be interesting to look at the alts and see how they react. Yeah, Bergwolf, greetings from sunny Italy. Greetings from cloudy the Netherlands. 1 second. What's the weather in Nice at the moment? Let me have a look here. What's going on? Nice, the weather at the moment, 28 degrees, cloudy and sunny. Okay, it's mainly cloudy here, but yeah, Jen, how are you doing? 3:45 a.m. 3:45 a.m. Like Jen, you still have to go to bed or you just woke up? That's impressive. I think I'm addicted. Thank you, Jen. Appreciate it. And take care of yourself, eh? Sleep is important. Ali, welcome. Salman, it's raining. Yeah, look, I do not mind the rain. Like, I don't mind rain when it's good temperatures. The thing is that like, of course you get so wet, and I mean, dry sun is preferred, and having some rainy days is no problem. But in the Netherlands, even in summer, I gotta say this year has been quite depressing, really. It's a lot of rain, lots of clouds, more rain, more clouds, few days of sun, more rain, more clouds. Like, fuck, give me a break. So yeah, just pretty much confirms moving to the south. Oh man. I'll be welcome. Good to have you here. Great weather here in Sydney. I mean, it's a beautiful area. It's the southern hemisphere, right? So wouldn't expect anything else. Good to see. Okay, we are apparently on the 5 minute, a little bit of a bullish CVD. So let's cover the move towards the upside. Yesterday we did weekly, daily, right? So let's more like focus on the move up and analyze this. Let's see, 9 minutes 30. France ahead, exactly. Hopefully more sun. I mean, based on data, Nice should have about 300 days of sunshine, and the Netherlands has about 150 to max 200. So it should be quite a change. And also, when we move to France, we want to use the weekends to explore. So probably on Saturdays, we go hiking, do activities, and explore the area and stuff. So probably on Saturday afternoons there won't be live streams, but then I'll either move it to early morning or late evening when we're back, so that we can explore a bit and get to know the area and do some stuff. So okay. Want to focus on the local move to the upside. It starts to be quite interesting now. Of course, we had a move here at the lows with bullish CVDs. There's the potential for a single 1-2 and then a move up, or a double, a 1-2 and a move up. If this is a single 1-2, then it has to be said your 2 is quite short in time, right, compared to a wave 1. So a double 1-2, the higher we go, the higher the probabilities for the potential double 1-2 at least. The thing now is, of course, that you start to get into 4-5 price action, and 4-5 price action means that yes, you can move to the upside, no problem. You can range down and still move up, no problem. But you're looking at the ending of a move to come and then a retracement. So probabilities suggest that counting this a single 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 or a 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 4, 5, you're looking at ending an impulsive structure and a move to the downside. And based on probabilities, the biggest move of an impulse is already finished, which is your wave 3, right? Wave 3 is extended. And because wave 3 is extended, the probabilities are higher that your wave 5 is similar in price and time compared to your wave 1s. So yes, of course, we still have interesting resistance areas to the upside, 69.1, 69.7, especially 70.9K, to be honest. That one is very interesting. So we currently range, I think, above the volume profile on the 4 hour. Yeah, so we're ranging around the point of control of the volume profile on the 4 hour time frame. Which is of course good. Let's see on the daily if we close the candle above. Yes, we did. We are currently retesting the point of control. So yeah, there's definitely potential for price to still move up and hit the higher resistances. But be at least aware of, from an impulsive perspective, to see price eventually moving in wave 5 like territory and ending a move to the upside. So I just put this one on the chart. This is your common target area for a wave 4, meaning 1 to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and eventually you expect a 4 and a 5, right? But based on the more local structure, this is quite a dip, no? 64.4, 60.9, and if we go to the 15-minute, that is why I now prefer to look at the lower time frames. So we made a new high here, right? In this range, no? And we move to the downside. Now, again, there's this, and you'll notice I repeat this a lot. It's just different structures all the time. We did the same here, and we're going to do the same here. Is if you're very bearish, you want to see one of 3 structures. If you really want price to move to the downside, you want to see an impulsive structure. So if this is your first leg down, you want to see an impulse, diagonal, or double 1-2, no? Now this is not a double 1-2, 1-2, 1-2, big 3, right? Doesn't work because of this move to the upside, right? So therefore, you either have to have a 1-2, 1-2, and then a bigger move down, but we'll get to that. Second, this move down here is a single impulse, meaning a 5-wave structure, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, no overlap allowed between a 1 and a 4. But as you can see, this move up retraced very high. And if you want to count 1, 2, 3, 4, and then a 5, there's overlap, which is not allowed, right? So an impulse doesn't work, which means you get to a diagonal. And then the diagonal is going to be an expanding diagonal. And an expanding diagonal is very rare, never preferred, unless all of the other structures fail. So it's not easy to give the highest probabilities down here to an impulsive structure. It increases the probabilities that this structure down is a corrective structure, not an impulsive structure, which therefore increases probabilities that everything that follows is part of a bigger corrective move, which in turn increases probabilities to still take out that high at some point, which would work nicely if we can flip that point of control on the 4 hour here, right? Which we are working on pretty much, and then look for resistances that we have towards the upside, no? So moving towards 69, 70K, and then look for resistance, finish an impulse to the upside, No? And then look for a 3-wave retracement. So quite interesting. So that's that. With regards to the flat, yesterday we were looking for a potential flat. Of course, interesting rejection here. But the move down, if it's a flat, you want to see an impulse. And the moment we went down here and back up, I was like, okay, it doesn't look too great for like a wave C to the downside. Usually a wave C is very sharp. Target is the lowest double bottom there. So now this, instead of a 3-waver, counts better as a 5-waver. Right, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I think we were already looking for an impulse up. Oh yeah, but then we were looking for this A, B, C. So a finished impulse to the upside and then a flat. But probabilities would suggest that this is a high here at the moment, and then have a corrective, currently probability-wise corrective structure to the downside. We also still have bullish CVDs here, but I don't like this bullish CVD here. I prefer to see local CVDs here, right? So give me some price action, give me some structure. I want to see local strength. I don't care about that big CVD. It's good to know about, right? But it's barely tradable. If you want to trade that CVD, your entry would be here and your stop loss is down here. Yeah, it doesn't make any sense. So I want to see local signs of strength. That is a lot more important. No? However, we do again reach 4-5 price action, and as it stands, if we have a double 1-2 at the low, then preferably we count it like this, no? And we still look for a wave 4. Now the wave 4 of a higher degree, being blue, tends to retrace to the wave 4 of a lower degree, which is this range here. Right, so this piece of price action would be important support for your wave 4 of a higher degree, which is the blue wave 4. Now, generally, minimum target is the 236 at 64.4. But then we would need a more impulsive structure to the downside locally, which means that this has to be an expanding diagonal in a 1, 2, and then another 1, 2, and then get a zigzag structure or some sort. I mean, this was already a zigzag, reducing the probabilities for a zigzag in 4. So rule of alternation, if wave 2 is deep and simple, wave 4 has a higher probability of being sideways and shallow. So that is good to know. And therefore the probabilities aren't great for this wave 4 to be a zigzag as well. It's better to look for flats, triangles, those type of things, while my dad is calling. 1 second. Okay, well, there you go. Told you it was going to be a short one. My dad is arriving. Yeah, that means it's also time. As mentioned, I wanted to do the local analysis, but we're going to move stuff in the house. I've been busy the whole morning. And yeah, we continue the rest of the day. So it's again, it's going to be a very, very short one. Won't really be able to answer questions. But of course, for a wave 4 to move down this far, preferably your wave 4 is complex. It's quite deep as a target. but it is something we have to be at least aware of. And locally, for price to move that far, you would need to see this has to be like a 5-wave structure, right? Unless A, B, C, a flat is always interesting, but this would be a very big extension for C to move down all the way to the 2, 3, 6. So yeah, let's say probabilities in the end on the 4-hour, I think that's the easiest time frame, are higher for this to be an impulse to the upside. I see people trying to count this as an A, B, C all the time, which is perfectly fine. I mean, eventually you do expect a retracement, either in a 4 and another 5, or a 5 finished and a wave 2 in the bullish scenario. In the bearish scenario is C and continuation down. But there's literally like, there's no reason to think about a wave C here probability wise, right? Look how extended this is compared to this being your A, right? And you have such a big extension in your wave C, easily hitting the 1.618, which is more common for a 3 than a C. And it kind of communicates a bit of wishful thinking. Of course, there's always that possibility, but there's no weakness. You make higher highs. We still build bullish CVD divergences everywhere. So, it's much better to go with the trend, and only when you really start to see proper weakness, then you can always move down, of course. But guys, I gotta go. Sorry, I won't be able to answer questions. It's a short live stream. My dad's here. We gotta move stuff with all sorts of people out of the house. The big stuff goes out and the doorbell rings. So I gotta go. Thanks everyone. Tomorrow is another live stream, which will be a more longer live stream. So thanks.